Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Pug Network. First of all, I want to say sorry for the spam of videos today. I made, first of all, a video reacting to the beta, to the Hello Neighbor beta, producers update. And I had a video scheduled that I couldn't unschedule in time. It was like a top 3 beta theory thing, something that it's not doing so well at the moment, but it's okay. So this is the third and final video of the day. Normally, if you're new here, I don't spam out videos at this rate, but I did not expect this beta 3 to be released. Also, where is the beta 2? I'm just saying. Today, we're going to be talking about the ending to Hello Neighbor beta 3. Also, if you don't know, no, Hello Neighbor is no longer coming out on the 29th of this month. It's coming out in December, which gives us a lot of more time which gives them more time to make a better game, so I'm actually pretty happy about that. But let's talk about the ending. So, in the ending, you get to the door, and there's this kind of weird room. And there's a few things to go by. I'm going to throw up a picture right now of, there's this little creature with a light that walks by. And then there's a door. There's a basement door. This is it. This is the basement door. You walk into it, and you start falling with all these umbrellas around you. It'll probably take you a couple times, but once you catch on to one of the umbrellas, you can land safely, and you see this massive neighbor. You probably saw the thumbnail and was like, oh wow. And you probably saw everyone else's thumbnail, which included this massive neighbor. And I'm going to be talking about what do I think this ending. This is almost like a series on my channel whenever Hello Neighbor has a update. I remember the first video that did really well on my channel was a Hello Neighbor Alpha 3 ending explained, so I'm making another one. So I personally think that this isn't reality because it's a huge neighbor. The entire world is kind of skewed. I don't want to jump immediately to the conclusion that it's a dream. And when I mean real compared to regular Hello Neighbor gameplay. Some people might be thinking, well, the neighbor is actually like a giant Satan, but you know, I'm not going to go so far yet since the game seems pretty logical in a way. So, but calling it a dream just seems a little bit too easy and too quick, since you did find a door. Another thing is, this is a beta release, so it's nowhere near being done. So these are just untested features, and digging too much into the lore of a game that's still in its beta phase is, you know, quite. Yet I do want to say my thoughts about this, but also make sure to comment your thoughts down below, because I'm actually pretty curious to see what you guys think. I'm going to be talking about more this shadow figure that runs right by you before you get to the door. I think it might be this shadow man. It might be one of these shadow entities that we keep seeing around the Hello Neighbor game. While these are still in update stages, there's still some lore, obvious lore in the game, and one of them is this shadow man. We see him in, I think we see him in beta 1, we see him in alpha 4, we see him in alpha 3, we see him all of them, and he grows more and more prominent and more a part of the game. Before he was kind of shoved in a corner somewhere, you have to really look to find him, and now he's becoming a little more prominent and a little scarier and a little weirder and all things like that. Do I think this thing that ran by was a shadow man? No, but I think it was a shadow entity, and I think Hello Neighbor has a lot of realism to it, but I think there's a side to it that's not as realistic as the game itself, meaning it has the fantasy aspects, such as this this shadow man. I think this is a shadow entity. I think somehow Hello Neighbor has some kind of haunted twist to it, but the rest of the game is more or less regular, if you understand what also, I mean. If you look at one of the skins, I don't have a photo of it, but I think you can see the shadow man plastered onto something. Not sure if that's a mistake or if it's intentional as well. My final comment is, this room that you go into, the final place, some people call it the final boss match or something. You can attack the neighbor with stuff. Stuff is all over the place. I'm gonna assume in the full game, if this is implemented, because remember, every time they have a ending, remember how in Alpha 2 they had a basement scene where you ran down? Remember how we expected that to be a thing? And then they just cut it off? Remember in Alpha 3 where we got that really weird ending where the neighbor is crying? Never seen again. All these endings we never see again. Since this is the beta stage, we're getting much closer to the full game, so there's a much higher chance that this will be the final end game. But it's kind of in a wreck, and I think a lot of things there are still being worked on, and well, this game's obviously nowhere close to being ready, and I'm happy that the producers are kind of pushing it back, to just taking a step back. And now it's the point of the video where instead of saying goodbye, thank you, can you please subscribe, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been watching me for the last couple weeks. Really has changed my mood. If you I was really sad and salty about a week and a half ago, but then I decided to go back to what I love doing the best on my channel, which is this kind of stuff, and it did really well. Some of my videos do okay, that means 100, 200 views. Some of them do 2,000, 300 views. Either way, people are watching me, and I'm really happy, so I just want to thank you so much for that. I'm hyped for Hello Neighbor. I know Hello Neighbor is not going to give me a ton of views on this channel, since it's being oversaturated, too many people doing videos on it, and the demand is slowly going down. But you know, there's a lot of people who sub to me for Hello Neighbor, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to keep giving it to you. And now the video is finally over, so thank you all so much. If you leave a like in this video, I'll ship a dog to your house. If you are new and you did accidentally hit the subscribe button, tell me in the comment section so I can personally thank you, because seeing that sub counter goes up really does, if it's 1 sub or 10 subs, doesn't matter, really does make my day. And I'll see you in the next one.